today. From TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville, Florida, Chris Paz gets Week 11 of the NFL on EA Sports.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Out come the Jaguars, and it's Gardner Minshew, their second-year quarterback, leading the way.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost. How does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
2nd and 6. At the 29-yard.
They'll run here with Robinson. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
James Robinson, the ball carrier. He was brought down by...
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
A first carry now for Thompson. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Cameron Hayward getting upfield to make the stop. Now on 2nd and 13. Minshew. The open man is Westbrook.
Minshew's pass.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Yeah, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot him. Rudolph going to lead the Steelers up now 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. J.K. Dobbins, 76 yards. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness, too? Just getting there and taking off and going. For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no return here from Westbrook. This will be a touchback.
At their own 25.
So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game. And Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
From the gun, Minshew to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. DJ Chark, first-time Pro Bowler, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
2nd down and 10.
Out of the gun is Minshew. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was... Looking for Adam Thielen there, and it's third down.
Incomplete. Brings up a third down and 10 yards to go.
Again, Minshew looking to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown.
Chris Boswell on for the point.
And remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no return here from Westbrook. This will be a touchback. Gardner Minshew and the Jags ready to go on offense once again.
And now, Charles, this becomes a pretty important second drive for them. They're already down a pair of scores here in the first quarter.
As you noted, they're down 2 scores, and to me, they're down a possession or a service break if this were tennis, right? Because they just gave one up. Only their second drive now. Run their offense, try and get back into the game that way, and then look for some help from their defense.
Trying to forget about that pick six last time out. A pass there, complete to Westbrook. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage. I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
This is fielded at the 27. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Rudolph going to lead the Steelers up now, 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. They'll run for the first time with James Conner. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
On the tackle.
The numbers there for Conner in last week's game. 18 carries, 71 yards, and a touchdown.
And they love what they've got in him. He's the #4 rusher in the league right now, so you know that you have to account for him on defense, which means you can play complementary football as well. Throw the play action, get it out to the wide receivers, because they should have some open space, because the defense will key on it.
It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Steelers.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. DeJuan Smoot with the tackle.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
It's a first down on a gain of 10.
A good carry and a first down by James Conner, and this Pittsburgh team is really hoping he's back in form because last year the entire Pittsburgh offense suffered without Ben Roethlisberger at quarterback. James Conner only 715 combined yards, but in 2018, he was a Pro Bowl running back. Combined yardage that year, 1,470. They're hoping for 2018 James Conner in 2020.
From the 31, Rudolph. And that's going to be incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. Throwing on third down, here's Rudolph. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
At the 6-yard line.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride. He was able to run free after the catch.
And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2. As they come up now, 2nd and goal. 13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run it. This is Connor. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Touchdown. James Conner hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Boswell. Extra point now by Boswell.
We know that the big guys won't get the credit, Brandon, but we also know that that touchdown belongs to them. Excellent job of clearing the way for their running back.
A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it was a touchdown run by James Conner that was the exclamation mark. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And no return here from Westbrook. This will be a touchback. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's just been looking for some space. I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about it.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
A big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Now this one complete on the slant route. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
It's a gain of 9.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Shotgun handoff to Thompson. And it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Dobbins running out of the gun. Room here to run. The 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offense. Line to create some space.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And no return here from Westbrook. This will be a touchback.
25 yards.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they?
throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Sacked there by Avery Williamson, the linebacker.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. And the Jaguars send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
Nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back.
And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. So here are the Steelers to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 11 yards there, 1st down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
10 more there and another 1st down.
Steeler 1st down.
They'll run here with Connor.
Number 30, James.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
It's a jet sweep. Here comes Claypool with it.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
I think the reason that this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
47's the mic. 47's the mic. Check.
They'll run here with Connor, and he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. James Conner with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And this Steelers offense, they continue to pour it on. And Charles, the 2nd time today that he has hit pay dirt.
And once you score the first one, there is that natural tendency, and there's also that eagerness to get back there again. Oh, he smells it. This guy smelled the end zone, and twice he's gotten there.
Kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And this will make it into the end zone. And no return here from Westbrook. This will be a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over.
And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Tight end Irv Smith, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Here's Minshew. But it's caught on the right side at Smith. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Fielded at the 33. There he goes, right side. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. He goes 67 yards on the punt return. And this offense continues to pour it on.
The point after.
Well, it certainly feels like that kind of game, doesn't it? No matter what they do, it's going to work. That might be the absolute crusher right there. A punt return for a touchdown.
Feels like there's been a lot of crushers in this game. This lead just gets bigger.
Oswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no return here from Westbrook. This will be a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Adam Thielen, he gets set to go again with the rest of this offense. Looking down at the stats here, realizing he has no catches. They've targeted him twice, but no catches. So how do they get him more involved, Charles?
You make sure he touches it on routes that he likes to run. Maybe even run a reverse or some type of a jet sweep so he gets his hands on the ball and get him active and involved in the game. You just try and find ways to get him going, and it doesn't have to be something that's big downfield.
Maybe kind of like in basketball, just a shooter seeing the ball going through, you get him a rep, get him more comfortable.
I agree with that totally. Maybe set that solid screen and give him an easy look.
Well, to this point, no catches. And then he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. They run with Thompson. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return.
And out will come the offense as they take over. James Conner and the Steelers ready to get their next drive going. And he's sure looking like a lock for a 1,000-yard season. Don't know if he's going to get it in this game, but he'd probably like to just to get past that point.
Yeah, and if he doesn't, as you noted, there's still time, still opportunity. There's still more games to be played. So, yeah, it's not a lock, but barring injury, it certainly looks like he's going to get there. And what an accomplishment that is. Anytime you get over 1,000 yards, you're celebrated in the NFL.
It's been quite a season. Still a couple chapters left in that book, though.
28-yard line.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. It's a jet sweep. Here comes Claypool with it.
And some room to work. 20. And he winds up getting this all the way down to the Jags 17-yard line. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
They run with Conner. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
7 at the 13-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, Rudolph. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Deontay Johnson. in the final seconds of the first half as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook, but even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point.
Takes this about 5 yards deep.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Well, the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So, due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter.
48. Jaguars, nothing.
So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Sutton on the return. The Steelers take over first and 10.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. The last time out, another touchdown, and I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this was just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear
that is
by the time we have to
positive.
leave the booth.
At the 31-yard line.
You better be ready. Don't be scared of it.
On second down, Connor looking for space. And he'll be tackled at about the 35.
James Conner, the
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Let's go now. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Both sevens the mic, both sevens the mic. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go.
Again, a run with Connor. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
47 Mike, 47 Mike, 47. Yeah, let's get second.
Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Connor. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
On second down, a run with Dobbins.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 7 yards there and a first down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Mike's both all day, dog.
Right back to Dobbins on first.
And he's going to get this one down to the 45.
Again, the ball carrier.
Tackled by the corner, C.J. Henderson.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
On second down, it's Connor, and he is close to a first down as he's tackled at the Jaguars' 40-yard line. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They'll stay on the ground with Connor again. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
The tackle made
5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the third quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
Check curls, check curls, check curls. 47 is the mic. 47 is the mic. I got you, son. I got you, son.
On first and 10 is Connor. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
On first down, Connor, and he's got room. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
Touchdown.
24 yards as his guys continue to pour it on. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football.
Yeah,
what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no return here from Westbrook. This will be a touchback.
25-yard.
Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. They run. Robinson. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
A tremendous return there, 39 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 sets, 5 DBs. But what also happens then? You take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
Now Dobbins. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. There to bring him down, Avery Jones.
That's the end of the third.
Back now in Jacksonville.
Steelers.
And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. On second down now. It's Connor. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And this offense is running away with this one. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no return here from Westbrook. This will be a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points. You feel
pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
To try again after the sack. Minshew to Thompson on the screen. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down. Minshew sets to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
That's pulled in at the 32. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I really enjoy. We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones. And it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
It's going to be a runner. Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it #1 for what we've seen this season.
On second down, Dobbins. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
Dobbins, the ball carrier. He was taken down at the 50-yard line. A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
The Steelers on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Connor. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Right back to Connor here on 1st. Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On 2nd down now. It's Connor, and he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Check, 47. Man out.
Here's Connor. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, team.
And he's going to get the 1st down as they bring him down at the 23. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the 1st down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down.
You're going to see me in your nightmares, son. You're going to see me in your nightmares.
So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for Pittsburgh, they keep pace for a play.